Hi, everyone. It's January 24th, I think. Time seems to sort of stand still lately and speed up. This is a channeling I'm going to do with the COVID-19 virus. And I opened my records, but I wanted to open the records with you. I was going to open them and then just channel whatever. I have some questions, and then I was going to share them. But I'm being told to video opening up the records of the COVID-19 virus. I did this 2 other times, and if you like, I can do it more often, but let's just see what comes forward, okay? I trust you all are having a wonderful 2021. There's so much to be thankful for and appreciative of, and I trust that we can get into those spaces every day. So the more we focus on the things that are positive and good in our lives, the more that activation and vibration comes forward for us in ways that we don't always know or control. It just, when we stay present, those things come forward. So here we go. This is a prayer that Dr. Linda Howe channeled. She's the first person to get her doctorate in Akashic Studies from Emerson's Theological University, and she's amazing. So let's go. It's called the Pathway Prayer Process. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth, as it is revealed for our highest good and the highest good of everyone connected to us. O Holy Spirit of God, protect me from all forms of self-centeredness and direct my attention to the work at hand. Help me to know the COVID-19 virus in the light of the Akashic Records, to see COVID-19 virus through the eyes of the Lords of the Records, and enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the masters, teachers, and loved ones of the COVID-19 virus have for it. Help me to know COVID-19 in the light of the Akashic Records, to see COVID-19 through the eyes of the Lords of the Records, and enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the masters, teachers, and loved ones of COVID-19 have for it. Help me to know the COVID-19 virus in the light of the Akashic Records, to see the COVID-19 virus through the eyes of the Lords of the Records, and enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the masters, teachers, and loved ones of the COVID-19 virus have for it. The records are now open. So I'm feeling this real tightness through here. And just kind of a light fogginess in my head, I guess. I don't know if that's related, but I kept feeling this tightness as I was opening its records. What is your current status? I am everywhere. Are there different strains of you? There are a variety of strains in different countries. Can you explain what is happening with you and why you are here? I am here because you have asked for changes. Your predecessors, this is changes that people have been asking for thousands of years. What about this notion of good and evil on the planet? There's always good and evil, Rita. There's a balance. Is it related to you or this virus? Rita, there are always good and evil. There's always the balance of light and dark. It's not just related to me, but you will see it with almost anything that you observe. When you observe your economic systems, there's light and dark to them. When you observe your political systems, there's light and dark to them. Truly, what you said earlier is really important. Focusing on the things that you want to have and create in your life. As I told you before, do not be afraid of me. Stand in your power. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your environment. And don't let your thoughts linger or stay in places that don't feel good. As you know, you cannot push those thoughts away. You have to find a good thought to think. What is especially important right now? Know that there will be a lot of changes on your planet that are sort of related to me, but again, these are things that you've been asking for a long time. How do these strains come into play with the virus? The strains come into play, there's different ones in different areas because your thought systems, your thought patterns are different by nationality and region and country. Your thoughts feed this virus, me, and other things. I'm not an exception to how powerful your thoughts are. What should we be doing right now? Well, many of you have already started doing this. Many of you are focusing on the things that you love in your life. You're focusing on spending more time with family, connecting with friends, connecting with your body, standing in that expansiveness. Some of you have not been able to do that, and it's okay. It would not be unusual to not be able to stay in a good place with all that you are seeing around you and hearing. But we would remind you again what powerful creators you are, and that your thoughts and energy states and belief systems create so many things in your lives, and to try to figure out what feels best for you and not worry about what other people are telling you. Their truth is, but stand in your own truth. That's the best place for you to be. What about the vaccine and the vaccines that are being created? As you're probably seeing, they're created regionally or by country. Again, this goes back into the thought forms in different places. Some people will have success with a vaccine and others will not. You're hesitating to ask me questions about the vaccine, Rita, and don't do that. Just ask your questions. Is the vaccine good? So my question, I guess, is the vaccine like created to by these demonstrative forces that are trying to insert their way into our bodies? Some of that is happening. We're not going to go into a space of individuality around that, because that's not helpful. What you must understand is that power does corrupt in a lot of ways. It doesn't have to, but it does. And so one of the things you will see playing out on your planet are people who feel like they have the right answer about so many things. You are thinking of Bill Gates, but you don't want to say that because you don't want this to be a conversation about individuals. But if you can think of that person who you call Bill Gates, if you would think about him in a general form, think of him as a person with a lot of power, an individual who enjoys the influencing of others. And if you just think about that, you will realize that there are a lot of people on your planet that are in that exact same position. They have a great deal of influence over others, directly and indirectly. They're all striving because they're striving in the best way that they know how to be. And they feel called in a variety of ways to be doing what they're doing. So in essence, they are actually doing the best that they can. And it doesn't come from a demonic place. You may perceive things that are controlling the population as demonic. But from the other perspective, if their view is that high populations cause problems on your planet and they love your planet, then they don't feel like what they're doing is demonic when they focus on population control. When they focus on things like you saw today in the video where the Department of Defense a number of years ago was working on a vaccine to control fundamentalism or the ideas of fundamentalism through brain scans of people. You know, that seems crazy to you because you know that people are not naturally negative or hurtful. That's not a natural state of being for any human on your planet. You also know that cellular function and cellular knowledge and cellular knowings have more to do about the person than brain function. That's come to more and more light, and you'll see that more and more on your planet. So getting back to your original question about the vaccine. So let's explore that. So there are a variety of vaccines available. And what is a vaccine? Do you know what a vaccine is? Not totally. A vaccine is set up to expose your body to something so that it recognizes it. And it recognizes it in a way that then when you're exposed to whatever that outside force is, that it doesn't harm your body. What we can tell you is that there are some of those things in these vaccines that will inhibit me, but everyone is different. And your idea of teaching people how to muscle test and things, kinesiology test, that's a more scientific word, I guess, than muscle test, and you can do a lot of good that way because you are powerful creators, and your energies that work in and around and through your body know what is best for it. You all are uniquely different. And so getting to that place of understanding about anything you put on your body or in your body is important. You are powerful, powerful creators. You're masters. You're all masters. Do you think that coming here was something that was forced upon you? Of course not. Paying attention to your skin and using your skin as your intuitive sense is very powerful. The meditations of going inside the body into the skin are very powerful. You all are masters. You're all amazing creators. You create so many things without even thinking about them. And remember, that's the best way to create. You put out into the into the universe, into your cells, what you'd like to experience. Use the word experience. I'd like to experience this. It connects you more and more with your skin. And then that invites the things into your space that you want to experience. So we'll say that again. It's really important to use the word experience and to think of your skin and be with your skin. Use your skin like the eye of God, the portion of you that created you into existence. Be with that. Be with that knowing. What else do we need to know about the vaccine or about you? Everything is unfolding for a reason and a purpose that is beyond your understanding at this time. So don't question it. Spend time knowing and going into your own power sources. Again, your skin is your largest intuitive sense. It's the sense that will guide you through everything in your time here on this planet. You're eternal beings. You focus so much time on health things. We wish you did not. We wish you focused on creating and loving and expanding and being accepting of the setbacks and things that you have in your life. Those setbacks are to not only give you a greater understanding of your knowing about what you want, but they connect you deeper to the individuals and the energy sources that are in your highest good. So always trust that. Always trust the things that feel off to you, because they will guide you to the greater understandings and the greater connections with others who are in your similar energetic field. You all are uniquely different and all connected. And the greater explorations for you should be around this connectivity with each other and your individualism, which you are exploring in the documentary that you're working on with the elements and with energy. And you will finish that this year. It'll be amazing. So just hold that space for you. Thank you. Do you have any other messages for anyone who is watching this? Thank you for taking the time to sit with new knowledge, new information. May they not form a belief in your system. May they be open, this information open in a way that expands you to other connections, to the greater knowing of you. You are powerful. You are loved beyond measure. You are eternal. Create the things in your life that you want. Stop looking around you. Stop looking at the news. Stop, taking score of things. See the divinity in each other. Rita's been trying to see the divinity in people around her that had been off-putting for years. And she did this with President Trump, or your ex-president. She tried to see him through his highest good. She tried to move the inertia and the energy that was created by the media and you. Because as you hold somebody in a place of negativity, that connection in the consciousness expands. Trying to just say, is this person really racist? Is he really a homophobe? Is he, what really is he? That elicited a lot of negative responses from people because it was very triggering for you. And that's the thing to pay attention to, is the triggering. Everyone has divinity in them, and we're connected to that divinity if we want to see it. taking a step back and trying to look for other things that aren't forced upon you is really a great place to go. Having a discerning view of things, but also stepping into a place of wanting to see the good, wanting to see the positive, and not looking for the negative. So that's what she had asked for, and that's what came forward for her through a person in the African American community who she thought a lot of. And so those are the things to do. Like when you're wondering about anything, ask for the experience of another side, another impression, and trust what comes forward for you, especially as you go into your skin and ask those questions. So, it's okay to explore beyond your existing beliefs, especially right now, because your belief systems are crumbling and changing on your planet. So, and trust the value in this virus that's a part of all that was a part of what you created ancestrally as you've been asking for an environment that you have more knowing of you and more influence on. You influence everything, but you don't always understand that. Rita's getting anxious because of the time on the video, so we're going to stop it now. Wow, okay. So my throat still feels tight in here. And I have a little bit of a headache. Not a headache, but a head thing going on. Is there anything else we need to know? You've asked a variety of questions and kind of went to the edge of what you wanted to really explore. And then we took you farther in. Yes, you did. I didn't, so anyway. Come back and visit with us weekly or anytime. And may the audience or the people that are drawn to watch this video ask you questions to ask of us. We're happy to do that. And you are connected into masters that are beyond what you initially connected in with the COVID virus, because there's so much that's connected to me, to this virus, and it's all a part of you. And we still do not have an intention to do harm. Again, these are things that you've asked for changes on your planet. And we'll be happy to answer other questions that are all related to that. Thank you so much. Thank you for looking at this video. It's a long one. It's almost 24 minutes now, 25 minutes. So that's a long time. I have a hard time watching things for more than 30 seconds. So anyway, blessings and love. Whatever the heart shares were that you experienced last year and will experience this year, know that in some ways they're all blessings, and they're all expansive. Know you're loved beyond measure and supported. Talk to God, talk to your guides, talk to your angels. They're there to support us all. And the more we do that, because we're interconnected, the more love that's shared. And take time to look for the divinity in each other, the God in each other. That's reflected back to us. I know that more than ever. So keep shining your beautiful inner lights. God bless you. Thank you for looking at this video and checking this video out. I've got a channeled message from Jesus on grace that I haven't read yet. And he asked me to do it in nature in the sunshine. And I just haven't been out really in that space on my own to do that. So, but I'll do that soon. Blessings and love. Take care.